Alright guys, you've been asking for it, and I think it's about time. I've really been wanting to do this for you guys, but I've been putting it off because I wanted to wait till right around when I went on vacation, and I'm going next week. It's the weekend, so I figured, you know what, it's time to finally get this done, and it is finally time for the tour of my new cinematic media library. And here it is, the door leading into it. You got a little mirror on it. Just really quickly, you guys can probably remember how things sort of were. Initially, there was a wall here, and there was a wall over here as well that went right through there, and that was it. Over here was storage. Over on this side, and here was actually the workbench area. Well, now I've moved the workbench area over here, so this is all just, tools and all the good workbenchy type stuff. And then obviously put a wall up here, and I'll show that off a little bit, because I did decorate it with some posters. I still need to get a nice poster for right here. Don't have anything. Maybe something, long like that to put there. So I did decorate a little bit here on the wall. Not that this is part of the library, this is just outside, but the wall looked really bare. It was just, this brown color, and yeah, the brown turned out a little bit darker than I had anticipated it being. It looked a lot nicer in the store, but again, I just thought, it looks pretty bare, so why not decorate it with some posters? I had a lot of posters that used to hang upstairs in the old library because I had more room up there on the walls, and they were just going to waste, so I figured why not put them down here and, just do a little decorating on the way down to the library. So there you go. Again, painted everything. It's really dark up there. You can't see. I should get a light or something from up there. But yeah, that's this area down here. So now you can see, what this is, what it looks like, how things have turned out. So let's do it, guys. Let's go into the new cinematic media library. Here's my lovely little door handle that I can lock, so I can keep, eventually when I have a kid, I can keep them out of here, which will be nice. And here we go. This is it, guys. Starting down here, we walk in, and I have my Lightning McQueen cars, little, I guess welcome mat, I would say. I don't know. If you want to wipe your feet, there you go. You can wipe your feet. So then we come in, and I don't even know where to start, guys. I guess the back of the door. There's so much to see. I don't even know where to start. Did a little decorating here. I want to get a couple more of these Disney. These like 3D holographic Disney cards. I'm going to get a few more of them and put them down here eventually. But as you can see, I put some up there. Also going to put one here eventually. But for now, I got a film cell from Too Fast, Too Furious in there. One of my viewers gave me that, and one of my viewers gave me these as well. Up top, we have Theater Room. This I picked up from, I don't remember the name of the store anymore. It wasn't from Hobby Lobby. It's from the other store I stopped at, whose name I forget. Because I've only been there once, and I really didn't care for it that much. Then on the back, of course, we have the one and only real poster that I've hanging up down here. That's my Spice World poster. You guys know me, huge Spice World fan, big fan of Spice World, love the movies. So, of all the posters I own, this is the one I had to hang up. As you can see, painted the door black, and framed all the wood here too. I put like this wood paneling up, and then just framed it. So that is the door. So then we come in, and we have my DVDs, and they go all the way around here and over to there. They are still alphabetical, kind of in the same sort of way they always have been, where all the A's are together, B's are together, C's are together, and so on and so forth. But within each of those sections, they're not alphabetized. It makes things a lot easier. I can usually find stuff pretty easily. I want the box. I just come over to B, look around, oh, there it is. It only takes a few minutes to find something, and putting things away is a lot easier this way. A lot of people ask me how I put things away. Very simple. We can come, let's see, where's one end? Alright, so here's where B actually starts. So if I have an A, all I got to do is take out the first B and put in the A here, and then just do that all throughout, which takes a good 5 minutes to do. It is not very long at all. Also, you can see I have these little cards here. These I bought from Bags Unlimited, which is a really cool store. They have a lot of really neat and interesting kind of display stuff, and cards like this. They have bags for movies and all kinds of really interesting stuff. I really enjoy that store. Anyway, they had these cards, so I just bought them, and this I used a label maker and just put DVD B. I have all my stuff marked with these. It's great. So this is wall number 1, which pretty much has numbers through most of E, a little bit of E's up there as well. So let's see if I can move back a little bit. So here's again the first wall. Then we go on the wall number 2, just again, more DVDs, and this is a little bit of E all the way through most of M. And then onto the third wall, which as you can see, I do still have some room to fill up here. And this is the rest of M, and then it goes all the way across. And then it ends up down here with CDs that come with DVDs and all my DVD-Rs. So that is that. And each one of these walls goes across the top and then down. So it goes all the way across and then onto the next row and so on and so forth. So that is all my DVDs. Then over here we have all my Blu-rays. And they go all the way across there. Still working on beefing up my Blu-ray collection. I have a pretty nice collection, but not nearly as nice as my DVD collection. As you see, again, still a lot of room down here to fill up. That's what I love about this. I have so much extra room. It is quite nice. Then we'll come over here. This is all empty right now. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. This will probably end up getting filled up with VHS eventually because I am starting to run out of room with my VHS. Now, a lot of people ask me, what are these little doors here for? These doors I built on. And the reason why I did these is because behind here, that's a water spigot, which I never use. I've only ever seen this used once in my life. And I probably will never ever use it. Don't plan on it. But, you know, I kind of like access to it just in case. Behind this door right here, we have some sort of water meter, if you can see that back there. I don't even know what that's for. I've never seen anybody even look at that, but it's there. Just wanted to make sure I could get to it. And then this door, this is a really important door. This is a door I had to have access to. And that's the main water shut-off for the entire house. So if we get a flood in the house, need to be able to get to that. That is a very, very, very important knob right there. That could save me some trouble. So definitely need to be able to get to that. So that's why I built the little doors on this wall. Just some little cubbies so I can get to what's behind it. A lot of other people always ask me why the wall sticks out like this. They think I built it like that. Well, not really. I didn't do that on purpose. The reason this is like this is because there's actually a shelf back there. In fact, or not a shelf, I'm sorry, a closet. I can kind of show you better this way. Right here, these are stairs going up to the living room, dining room area, and then next to the stairs is a closet. So the closet does stick out a bit, and before I did what I did to it, it just looked like just framing. It was just a framed out closet. Same with the stairs. You can see the bottom of the stairs in the framework. So I took more of this wood, put it up, and then framed it out. There's my DVD sign. Got that from a closing Borders. They were selling everything in the store, and I saw this hanging up on the wall. Way, 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 way up on the wall. It was actually very high up on a ceiling. And asked how much. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I remember it was really, really cheap. Like I think like $10 or something like that they wanted for it. I said, definitely. They gave me a big, sharp knife, very tall ladder, and said, go at it. And I climbed all the way up to the top of the ceiling and hacked this thing off, which was very interesting, very dangerous, and had I fallen, even though they were closing, probably could have sued them for a lot of money. So anyway, that's why the wall sticks out the way it does here. Here's some more decor. This is my new TED display piece, like him. These are my old cards, my old rental cards. Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. Also had one for, I think it was, I can't remember the name of the place. It doesn't matter. I had another one too, but I think the other one I had was the company who went out of business first. And because they went out of business first, I actually got rid of that card without thinking about it because I wasn't expecting all of them to go out of business. And just got rid of the card, threw it away. And then when the other two started going out of business, I realized, maybe I should hold on my cards for, kind of sentimental reasons. So displayed it up here. Again, really wish I would have had the other one, but what are you going to do? These are just some Laserdiscs I displayed. The reason I did this is because this is actually an extra copy of Wizard of Oz. I have the disc inside there. The disc is in there. It's cracked. I bought it cracked by accident, and because of that, I didn't need it. And I do have another copy of the same exact release. And, so I just figured I'd frame it just for some nice artwork. And this here's my Star Trek The Motion Picture Laserdisc. Although there's no actual Laserdisc in there, I bought this without the disc. I was at a Goodwill, came across this, noticed there was no disc in it, but I really liked the artwork, so I went up front, asked how much I could, if I could just buy the artwork. And they said, sure, 10 cents. So I gave them 10 cents, and I got a nice display piece. And then right here, this is my Santa Claus Conquers the Martian DVD, which, again, I do already have this movie on another DVD. But a viewer gave this to me, and I didn't need it because, like I said, I already have it on another DVD. But it was really cool looking. I mean, just look at that. That is some of the greatest DVD artwork I've ever seen. And I knew as soon as I got that, I was like, I have to eventually hang that up somewhere. It needs to be displayed at some point because that is just some badass artwork. And since I don't need the DVD, because like I said, I do already have it, I decided to display it. I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, so now onto the VHS. VHS are also just displayed the same way. They start up here with numbers, and again they go across, and so on and so forth. All the way down here to the beginning of J, and then J finishes up there, and again they go across, and down, all the way down to Z. And I got a little bit of room here, not a ton. So eventually I'll have to start moving on to this wall here. And these are all just my regular, the regular paper cases. That's what's on this wall. But then over here we have all my clamshells on this little center island I have here. They start up here. They're all in alphabetical order too. I don't have marker cards though for these because I don't have a ton. So I figured it wasn't worth wasting the effort on making them. But these are all my clamshells. Again, starts with numbers all the way down there to, I guess, Z, actually. And I'm running out of space. Need to figure out what I'm going to do once I fill this up. So, again, that is all my clamshells right there. Right here we have just some oddities. Things like my UMDs. And these go into my PVDs, my personal video discs. Then we have my Game Boy Advance videos. Right here we have my one and only CD-ROM video and my one and only DivX, or DIVX as some people call it, movie, which you can't actually watch. Interesting, look up what that is. It's a very interesting old failed rental system. Then they go into my video CDs, my VCDs, and then down here my video 8 tapes. So again, just kind of a little end cap here of oddities. I guess we'll talk about what's up here. Up here, these are all my cinematic trivia games. I love collecting trivia games for movies and TV. I'm not a big fan of collecting trivia games really for anything else. But love, kind of beefing up my knowledge on movies and TV. So I have a lot of Seen It and Trivial Pursuits. And then over here, we have some more Seen It. And then just some other random ones like Cheers trivia, Friends, Nickelodeon, Simpsons, South Park, Disney, Star Trek, Wizard of Oz, and so on and so forth. So that's what's up there. Then over here, these are all my Betamax tapes. Again, in alphabetical, but not no marker cards for these. And they just all fit on this one shelf here. Go all the way down to the bottom. And then on this shelf here, these are just stuff. This is all stuff that's too large to fit on my regular shelves. Things like, box sets and whatnot. Just stuff that I can't display anywhere else. They need to have their own large shelves to actually fit. I mean, we have things like my Gone with the Wind VHS and Betamax sets, my Coffin Joe trilogy. We have some of these Disney Pixar Blu-ray sets, World War II set. So a lot of interesting stuff in here. I mean, all my Disney treasures. These tins are a little bit too large to fit on the shelf, so they go in there. My one and only Super 8 film reel, which I can't watch yet, unfortunately, because my Super 8 player is not working, but have that down there. And these are the books that will eventually go on my coffee table once my coffee table is built, which I'll talk to you guys about in a little bit. But for right now, I just have them stored in there, but they will be going on a coffee table eventually. So that is it for this entire section over here. And this was the new section. This was a section that was the old workbench area. But once I got building my library, I realized, I'm going to run out of room actually kind of soon. Even though I had the whole thing built and I still had some room to play with, I realized that it's only going to be maybe like a year or so until I'm kind of out of room down here. So that's why I decided I was going to expand and build over in here. And I'm very happy I did. It really opens up the room, gives me a whole lot more space. I mean, all my VHS tapes and everything over here just gives me a ton of more space to display things. So very happy that I decided to open up this room. Eventually, or originally, right like here over to there was just a wall. But like I said, opened it up. You guys maybe remember that. I guess we'll talk about it over here. Up top here, these are my my film projectors. We have my 16mm film projector and my Duo 8 or Dual 8 film projector, which plays 8mm and Super 8 millimeter film reels. My 16 millimeter one is working. I haven't actually tested that. Only 16 millimeter film yet, but it's apparently working. It seems to be in good shape. Unfortunately, my Dual 8 player is not working. It needs a new belt and it needs a new light bulb, but not a big fix. I'll do that eventually. Then here we have all my laser discs. These are also separated alphabetically. I mean, again, all A's are together, B's are together, C's are together, but they're not alphabetized within there. I do want to get marker cards like the ones you saw for my DVDs and whatnot. I do want to get them for the records. They do make them. They're basically the same exact shape and size. They're just much larger. They're obviously the size of a record. I do want to get those eventually, and I will. So that is all my laser discs. And then we have all my CEDs, my capacitance electronic discs over here. Again, separated the same way, so that is that. Then on the other side, hopefully it's not too dark over here, these are all my CD soundtracks. I do collect CD soundtracks as well. No, I do not collect record soundtracks. And the reason for that being is because I don't want a record player and all that stuff. It's not something I really want. I like the fact that my CD soundtracks, if I, not only can I can play them pretty much in anything. All my media players, play CDs and stuff. All these on my disc based media players, they all play CDs. So I can play these in any of my media players. I can play in my computer. I can put them all onto my my iPhone if I really want to listen to them. So I like collecting CD soundtracks. Not really a big fan of records. Not that I have anything wrong with records. I mean, records are awesome. I have nothing wrong with them. They're cool. I love the way they sound. I just personally don't want to collect them because it's just not something I really want. But love all my CD soundtracks. Again, these are also separated the same way. These I have cards for, numbers all the way down to Z down there. And that is that. This is my little step stool here. You definitely need a step stool when you're down here. I mean, yes, I can reach up there, but it's nice to have a step stool when putting stuff away, and then you don't have to be reaching up so much. I guess I'll talk a little bit about this. Underneath here, that's actually, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Maybe you can see it like that. That is actually the drain for the waterproofing I got down here. You guys may remember this was all dug up, looking crazy, but got waterproofing, and that's just it's actually a well, and then there's a sub pump in there. So if we ever get water, instead of it coming into the basement, it'll go through pipes which are in the ground here and then into the well, and the well will pump it up, which I actually have a pipe running up behind the wall here. As you can see, the shelves kind of come into a corner, and there's space behind here. Well, it runs up and actually goes outside and into a downspout which goes out to the street. So that is my waterproofing. So far so good. I have not got any water down here. We had a lot of rain over the summer, and there wasn't a single drop of water on here. So I guess it's doing its job. The real test will be over the winter, though, because it seems that for some reason we get the most water we get is usually during the winter. Even if it doesn't rain all that bad, we still usually get something down here. So that'll be the real test. I'm excited to see how this works, if we get any water or not. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes. But we shouldn't get any water down here because, like I said, we had a ton of rain this summer, and there wasn't a single drop. So that was awesome. This here is my computer setup. There's my monitor and my PC. So this is where I edit all my videos and where I sometimes watch some videos and chat with you guys. So just my little office area down here and a little storage area there. So that is that. And this is my my Halloween mouse pad. Love that. So then over here, this is my new couch with my Cars throw and my Cars pillow. So if I want to lie down here and relax, I can be all snuggled up, which is nice. And yes, people are maybe wondering why I have a Cars pillow, a Cars throw, a Cars welcome mat, and I don't know if I showed this, but also a Cars light switch cover. And a lot of people say, "Oh, do you really like Cars?" I think it's a great movie. It's not my favorite movie or anything like that. It's not even my favorite Pixar movie. I'd probably just say Toy Story is my favorite Pixar movie. But regardless, I do like Cars. And what ended up happening was I happened to have a light switch cover. I bought that. It was Cars. I thought it looked cool. Basically, I just got it. It was up my old library, and that was it. I had Cars, so cool. Then I wanted a little welcome mat, and unfortunately, the only one I could really find for a good price, I found some ridiculously expensive ones, but the only one I could find for a good price happened to be this Lightning McQueen one. So now I had a Cars light switch cover and a Cars welcome mat. So I didn't really plan on doing that, but it worked out that way. And when I needed to get a pillow and a throw, well, I figured I already have this kind of Cars theme sort of going on. Why not just keep going with it and get a Cars pillow and a Cars stove. So that's why I got those. So again, that is my couch. That is what I watch my movies on. I can just lay down there or sit on it, whichever I feel like doing, and watch the movies. And I watch them on my TVs. This here is my 70-inch Vizio 3D TV. It's a M-Series, super, super thin, as you can see. I love how thin this TV is. That is awesome. So nice 3D TV. It's quite large too, which is perfect. I was actually thinking about getting a little bit bigger. Really glad I didn't, because there's not a ton of space between my couch and my TV. So this TV looks really, really huge because I'm sitting right up next to it. And had I got anything bigger, probably would have been a bit too much. So glad I went with this size. 70 seems to be the perfect size for down here. I do also have a regular tube TV. It's nice to have. I like having this to watch, you know, maybe like if I want to watch a Laserdisc or a CD or an old VHS or something like that, and I want to watch it in actually better quality than I'm going to get on my HD TV, I'll watch it on here. But don't usually use this too often. It's just something that's nice to have. I would get a bigger one, but you can only put so much weight on these I don't know what you call them, these little entertainment centers here. And I'm afraid if I get anything too much bigger, it's going to break them, and I wouldn't like that. So then down here, these are all my players. I've already shown these off to you. I did a whole video talking about my players, but I guess quickly we can just go through these again. That's my Betamax rewinder, my VHS rewinder. In here, these are where all my remotes are. Cables, I have, you know, composite component cables, regular cable. Oh, my 3D glasses are in here. I get all my remotes. So that's just where I store all that stuff. This here is my computer, which again I use as a media player. I have all my digital copies and everything on there, and I can hook this up to my TV, which is nice. We have my Video 8 player, my Game Boy Advance to watch my Game Boy Advance videos, my PSP, not to play PSP games, but to watch UMD videos, and my Video Now player. Actually, I had a couple of Video Now players in there. This is my 3D Blu-ray. This here is my HD DVD player. This is my Super Blue player, which plays Blu-rays and HD DVDs, although right now I have it set up so I can play region-free Blu-rays. Then I have my video CD player right here. This is my CED player, and I have a region-free DVD player there. Betamax player. This is a VHS DVD combo player, and then my Lasers player down there. So lots and lots of different types of media players. When you collect media, you've got to have a lot of different media players. So we're getting to the end here, guys. Up here, this is where all my HD DVDs are. I haven't shown those off yet. Maybe wondering why I put them up there. I'm not quite sure why I put them up there. Really, when it comes down to it, I just thought something needed to be up there. It just looked, the way the beam went across and it was open up there, it was screaming to put something up there. It was like just yelling at me, you know, put something up here. And I don't know, I just figured my HD DVDs would look nice up there. So, just put them up there. They're all in alphabetical order as well. Then I have all these marquees up here. These are given to me by my viewers, which is awesome. They're also on this side as well. And that is about it, guys. As you can see, the floors have been painted. Painted them red. I think it looks nice. Red's a good color, I think, for theaters and libraries. A lot of you were wondering what I was going to do with this pole. In fact, I was wondering what I was going to do with this pole. I just ended up painting it black. Figured it works. I mean, the door's black. Ceiling's black. Why not paint the pole black? I did get carpets down here. I have, I guess, actually 4 carpets. I have this smaller one over here, nice big one there, smaller one there, and another large one over here. Those I got at Target. They were stupidly expensive, but I think they look nice, and they do a good job. And I really don't know what else to tell you. As you can see, all the lights are hooked up down here. There's one little light switch. Everything goes off, which is nice. Wow, is there anything else I want to talk to you guys about? Again, you know, this was just a huge undertaking on my part to do this. This was actually rather expensive. And I didn't even go all out. I mean, I hand built all these shells myself, just using regular plywood, and then this is like a flat. I don't even know what that is. It's some sort of, I think it's like a flat roofing material on the back there. That's kind of like a cherry red. So I built them all myself, and I really did all the work myself down here, with the exception of the waterproofing and the electricity that I had done for me, because I don't know how to do that. Everything else I ended up doing myself, and even though I did everything myself, it was really expensive. I mean, the waterproofing was a few grand. I paid a few hundred to get all the electricity down here. all the supplies. I mean, even though I had a lot of wood already because I had the library upstairs, that's what I did. I took all the shelves down, took all the wood apart, and rebuilt them. Even though I had a lot of wood, I still needed to buy a ton more because this room is a lot bigger than the old library. So I had to pay for a ton of wood. I had to get paint. I painted the ceiling black, that was an undertaking. Painting the ceiling sucked, but I had to get paint to do that, and yeah, that wasn't fun at all, but I did it. I think it looks pretty good. So a lot of stuff. I had to buy these shelves here. I bought the entertainment stands. I bought the couch I had to get. I got the new TV. So making this all come together was quite expensive. I'm not sure of the total. I'm not even sure if I want to give you guys the total, but it was a lot. And like I said, I did a lot of work myself, and also, I didn't go all out. I didn't stain the wood. A lot of people say I should. I'm fine with it looking the way it is. I don't think I need to stain the wood, and I'm not going to. So I didn't stain the wood. I didn't, use any special wood. I used the cheapest wood. I think it's like white pine or something like that. I forget. But it was the cheapest stuff they had at Home Depot. So I used, again, the cheap products, the paint. I didn't get any super great expensive paint. It was just cheaper paint, but it's doing its job. Door, same thing. Just got a very simple, cheap door. It was framed though, which was nice. I didn't have to do any framing. Although this door was kind of a pain in the ass to put in. I was actually gonna have my friend who did the waterproofing. He puts up walls too, and I was gonna have him put the door in for me, and I just ended up doing it myself, and it was kind of a pain. I ended up having to hang it up once, take it down, and hang it up again to get it right. But in the end, it worked out. So a lot of work, guys. That's why you guys know I've started this months ago. This is a project that took me months and months and months to finish, and it wasn't until just recently that I finished it. And really, when it comes down to it, I'm not finished yet. A lot of you guys ask me, am I going to do surround sound? The answer is yes. I do plan on getting surround sound. I found a nice surround sound system that I wanted. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to get it yet, so I'll talk to you guys about that eventually when I get it. But it's one that I can mount to the ceiling. I put my front unit here. I can put 2 speakers up there, 2 to the side, 2 to the back. So I'm going to mount them all to the ceiling, run all the wires up through the ceiling, and then down behind the shelf here. As you can see, there's already a wire that goes up there and runs down behind the shelf and comes out there to plug my TV and stuff into. So, yeah, so I plan on, I do plan on getting a surround sound eventually. That is something I want to do, and probably soon. Maybe, I'd say within it'll be the beginning of next year, I'll probably have that done. Then next spring, I want to get air conditioning down here. I talked to the guy who maintains our air conditioning unit and put the air conditioning unit in this house many years ago. He informed me they have a small unit that can actually be mounted onto the ceiling, like right here. And, just blows cold air down. Then you run some pipes up to the ceiling. And you run them out the wall up there. And goes out to a little unit. And then there you go. You have your air conditioning. So I do want to get AC down here. Because in the summer, it can get a little warm down here. I don't mean warm like, we're not talking like 100 degrees or anything like that. But it can get like maybe like 80, 85 degrees. Which, again, isn't all that bad, but when you're hanging out down here, the last thing you want is to be hanging out in 80, 85 degree weather. So I am going to get some AC down here eventually. That'll be another like $4 or $5 grand to get that put in. So as you can see, very expensive, but I would say definitely worth it. I already spent a lot of time down here. My wife already gives me a hard time because I'm down here more hanging out with myself than I'm hanging out with her when we're home. But it's my man cave. I love it down here. It's my cinematic media library / theater. I love being able to say that. My old library was just a library. That was it, not a theater. Even though I had a TV in it, I did not call it a theater because it wasn't. I didn't watch movies in there very often. I had that TV, which I really just every now and then watch some TV on. Really did not do any movie watching in there at all. It wasn't set up that way. It was just a place for me to put my movies. But what I always wanted was my own theater. I always wanted to be able to, have my own place where I could hang out and watch my movies, in private. And now I can. And I absolutely love having a theater. This is just awesome. It's always been my dream, and now I have it. And that is fantastic. So anyway, surround sound, eventually. An AC unit up there, eventually. And then right here is going a coffee table. Now I'm actually having one custom built. I was at our community day here in my town, and I came across these people who do custom things. They do like custom picture frames and all kinds of weird stuff like that. And they also had custom tables. They were tiled tables. They basically took regular tables you could buy at wherever, I guess Walmart or something like that, and they tiled them. And the tiles were really cool. They had like a Star Wars themed one. They had a horror themed one. They had all kinds of interesting themed tables, and they looked really, really awesome. So I got talking to them, and I said, I need an odd size table, because unfortunately that's one of the things I had a hard time doing. I had been looking for a table for a while. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of space. There's not a huge gap in between here, not a ton of space. So I need an odd size table, and I couldn't find any in stores. I could find them online. I could like order some, but they were really expensive, and I wasn't going to pay that much for them. So I talked to the girl. She said, well, no problem. We'll just custom build you a table, and you can pick out what tiles you want. You can pick out any tiles you want at all. You can send us pictures, and we'll put them on there. And I'll get the table built. So I'm actually in the process of doing that right now. The table itself is built. Last night, I actually picked out all the tiles I want. I went online and made up my own tiles. I'm going to send her a CD with all the tiles on it, and she's going to put them on the tiles, tile up the table, stain it, and then it's mine. And the cost is really good. Again, I'm not really going to get into that now because I don't know if they want me to give out costs or not, but let's just say I'm paying no more than I would be if I was going to IKEA and buying a coffee table. It costing me about the same amount. And for what I'm getting, since I'm getting a custom built tile table, I'm doing a horror theme on it, which is really cool. It's definitely worth the money. Why go out to IKEA and buy a plain table that doesn't really look all that great, just looks like a cheap IKEA table, when I can get something awesome and custom built? So that will go here eventually. Then I can sit here and put my feet up, which I'm looking forward to. Usually I just kind of lie down on the couch and watch my movies, but it'll be nice if I want to sit, especially if my wife's down here with me, because this is a 3D TV. Our TV upstairs is not a 3D TV. So if the wife wants to come down here and watch some 3D movies with me, it'd be nice to be able to sit down and put my feet up on the table, which is going to be great. So, all right, guys, I think that's about it. Not too much more to really talk to you guys about. As far as electricity goes down here, I just put all the electrical boxes up there, kind of hidden away. I mean, there's one up there, and like I said, I run the cable down behind the wall, comes out there. And I don't really walk over here all that much, so that doesn't really get in the way, although I could hide it eventually. I could probably run it under here if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Not a huge mess right now. I was watching some my laser discs and stuff, so I have some wires hooked up that aren't normally hooked up back here. And a lot of people ask me, how I keep all my wires organized. Well, very simple. I don't plug everything up. I tried doing that before. It was a huge pain in the ass. It made a mess. It was crazy. So I found out what's actually easier to do is to just plug in the players as I need them. I need to watch a CED. Well, then I'll plug up my CD player and hook up to the TV and watch it. But I don't usually... The only thing I actually usually keep always plugged in is my Blu-ray player, because I watch Blu-rays and DVDs the most. So I have that always plugged in. Everything else, I just plug it in as needed. And like I said, right now, my Laserdisc player is plugged in. That's why there's some extra wires running back here. This light here, one thing people keep asking when they come into my room, why is there a light behind my TV? And that's because I flip it over here. Oop. And now when I record my videos, when you guys see me come home after doing a hunting video and I'm telling you what I got, I'm sitting right there. This light gives me a little extra light on my face, because otherwise I'm only working with that light and I look all scary with a big shadow on my face. So this gives me some extra light when I'm shooting there. So, again, I don't think I have too much more to say. I mean, the other electrical outlet is up there. You probably can't see it, but one runs up there. And then I also have one up there as well, which you also probably can't see because I painted it black. But I assure you there is another electrical outlet up there as well. So it's nice to have these there. I made sure I had them put in because originally I just kind of wanted one, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, even though all my electrical stuff is plugged in right here, and I just need that one outlet. I'm like, if I ever want to, if I'm vacuuming down here, vacuuming the carpet, or I need to plug something in for some reason, for whatever reason I need to plug something in, it's kind of nice to have one in every corner just in case. So that is it, guys. Like I said, I don't really think I have too much of anything else to talk to you guys about. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to know how I built something, or where I got something, or why I did something the way I did, if you have any suggestions, maybe anything at all, any questions, any suggestions, anything like that you want to talk about, feel free to leave me a comment. I will get back to you as soon as possible, and we can discuss that. Maybe if I get enough questions, I'll do a whole video where I answer them. So again, if you guys have anything to discuss with me or ask me, please feel free to do so. I would love to hear from you guys. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a long time coming. I know you guys have been asking me forever, when is this video coming? And I've just been putting it off, not because I'm trying to just like tease you guys, or not because I've been lazy or anything like that. It's because I wanted to make sure everything was done. I really wanted to get the couch down here, which I just did recently. Had a few little things I wanted to get. Like I wanted to get the decor around the door finished, even though I still have some stuff to put down here. I'm waiting for my viewers actually, like I said, send me some more of those Disney cards, and then I'll put some down here. But I still want to get something there, so I want to get these hung up. There were just a few little things here and there I wanted to do. These title marker cards, my VHS cards, for the longest time I had been putting off titling them, and I just finished that last night actually. So I've been putting that off for a while. So little things like that, just little tiny details that I really wanted to get done. Well, except for the couch. The couch was a huge detail, but just things like that I wanted to get done before I did this video. And I also was hoping to wait till right around when I went to Disney, so while I'm there, you guys can have this video to watch. So, again, guys, that is it. Don't think I have anything else more to talk to you guys about. Again, very, very expensive, very long process of getting this room put together, but in the end, it was worth it. I love it down here. Like I said, I spend so much of my time down here now. It is, I keep saying man cave. I don't like referring to it that. I call it my home theater / library, but whatever you guys want to call it. My theater, my library, my man cave, whatever you want to call it. It's mine. I love it. I can't get enough of this place. I'm so happy that it's been built. I just think it looks great. And, it's something I've always wanted. This is my dream, to always have a library and a theater together. Now I have one, and I'm just very happy about it. So that is it. I'm going to go for real this time now, guys. So again, if you have any questions or anything you want to discuss, please leave me a comment. And if you like this video, please give me a like. And if you are not already subscribed, please do. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. See ya.